He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Mayer. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Come to the line facing second and short. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Got the first down and still on his feet. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
They'll give it to him again. Across the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
This time he doesn't get loose. And finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Fires into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Looking for the goal line.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Got his man in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's looking deep. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Power football with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They go right back to it. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
Looking for space to the left. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense. And he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
Ball is at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal as they look for the first score of the day. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds space on the right. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn?
Oh, he's got some space. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they got it down to the 23.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. Finds the tight end. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. Notre Dame right back to the line. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what good defense to be sound, to be disciplined. Listen, they don't throw to the fullback often, but they were ready for it, kept their eyes on their keys, went and played it, tackled the fullback for a loss.
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's third and goal. Making side adjustments here. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Irish.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Ohio State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll give it to the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. He's going for a big play downfield. Got it in stride at the 15. Lead for the wire. Touchdown.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like a Notre Dame football when you see that too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front, guys pushing the pile, NFL talent on this offensive line, just having their way, making life easy for these running backs. It is a beautiful thing to see.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. On target. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. On the run, still looking. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He slings it deep to the left. Catch inside the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you, and I...
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On target to the left. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Here's a hit. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Sends it back in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he reels it in inside the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. It's hard to think of many things in football more deflating than making a big play like that and having it wiped out by a penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Soft spot in the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Dome wide receivers. Tim Brown, who won a Heisman. Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. To the air, it's Hawkins. Snacks it over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quick strike complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent keeping drives alive. Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
From the 49, they're going to spin that wheel of fortune and try it on 4th and long. And they're running the field goal unit out there, and the only chance this one has is if they give it overnight delivery. Oh, he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. And you know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams and the locker rooms before taking the field. These guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39.
Black 24. Black 24. Here we go.
Give to the running back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got an open man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it!
after this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle. That's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Utah State is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping. They're trailing by 15 to Clemson. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive. Should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Handoff to the lone back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice.
There he goes. And he'll have to check his feelings after that flick, but he did get the first down.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal.
Ringo! Come on, set!
They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Touchdown! Grab the short pass to put the 6th on the board. With that latest touchdown pass, it might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to run it. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations. It really makes you very predictable.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll leave it with him. Makes the tackle.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back the ball. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Here's the fair catch, and he will make it close to the 20-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, making a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Ready.
They go to the ground. Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection. Get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
On the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Just when they're looking one, now up top. He's got it on one. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him tote the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone.
Lasso.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose and no running room there.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
How good have they been on third down today? And another opportunity here on 3rd and goal. They'll run the option. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly. He's got another 25. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish back on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. It's a fumble.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a 1st down. That's how you do it.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Now they'll try the right side. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. The give to the lone running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
To the line, trying to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Quarterback making adjustments. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. Open space at the 25. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown. Finding it. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. They extend this lead and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. San Jose State is putting on an offensive clinic. They built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 17 over UMass. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets it out fast. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When offenses get first downs like this and they've moved the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Second and long. Back to pass. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He'll pull it down. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
They'll go to the ground.
Down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run and run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
42 Spider.
Leaves it with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take it.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aaron! Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking deep. And they almost had a connection on the long pass, but the receiver couldn't make the grab in bounds.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, they're after him. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Great place to start for this offense.
Jackrabbit.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The give to the back.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The offense set for a 1st down play. The quarterback takes a knee. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And they'll take a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it